Great day, everyone. Erskine Edwards, your community empowerment agent here. And I just want to dive into a little bit about me and why I am a community empowerment agent. And, just to give more perspective of me as a person. So I've never been a winner. Now, that isn't to say that I'm a loser, but I say this because in financial services, which is what I'm a servant of financial services. Um, Most of my leadership, people who I'm mentored by, and I've worked with two companies now. Uh, it's a common theme with them. The people who are doing well, the people who are in leadership, they have that track record, either as in the companies that they ran before they got into financial services, or sports, or winning organizations that they were part of with their jobs, at corporate levels and above, just different levels of success, leading into getting to where they are now in financial services. So, what I do notice about that is that, and what I want to focus on is that, people on the other end of that spectrum, the people who have never, been a part of a winning team, the people who have never experienced success in whatever career field they're in. Uh, those people are who I can more so relate to because I'm one of them. So for me, you know, I'm just gonna be transparent. I've never won any on any level. Uh, I checked that one time. So when I was in elementary school, I was a part of a team that we won the state championship. We played in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and the reason why I don't really chalk that up as a victory for me, but I should, but with my mentality at that time, I didn't appreciate it because I didn't have that team spirit. It didn't resonate with me what team really meant, if that makes sense. So I played the last 60 seconds of the game in the championship game. So if I had a picture of what we look, because we got a picture in the newspaper, uh, I looked so upset. We had our medals on. Everybody else looked so proud, and I just looked so upset. And it's because I didn't feel like I deserved it, And now that I know what team means, I understand that I played an intricate role, even though I wasn't in the game. Everybody on the team is a piece of the puzzle that makes it a winning team. So now that I'm older, I get it, but I didn't get it then. So I can't really say that I've won on any level. So the reason why I want to focus on this is because when I post, we recruit. That's what we do. With my organization, it's a fabulous organization. If you can just take a look at it, I highly encourage you to do so. But what I want to focus on is the fact that someone approached me and I don't fit the criteria. The criteria is 35 to 45 years old, homeowner, married. I don't fit any of that. I'm almost 50 years old, never been married, never owned a home. Uh, and they also look for a sports or military background. I don't have either of those. So why did that person approach me and why was I recruited? Well, I could tell you. The reason why I was recruited is because I'm a number. Now that don't make the person who recruited me a bad person. That means that the person gave me a shot because even though I don't fit the criteria, I still could be successful. How? I could apply myself. I can follow the lead of people who have been successful, do what they do, and possibly be a great success. So that's why I don't discount anybody. When I post, when I prospect, it doesn't matter if you have a background as a winner or you have no background as in any on as a winner on any level. I can relate. I understand. So what I'm saying is that A person who can relate to you is a person who can lead you better. Now, I'm not saying that you'll work for me because we're all leaders. We groom each other. We train, we groom each other, we uplift each other. So when I say lead, I mean train you to become the better version of yourself as I'm being trained to be the better version of myself. You see, if we're not growing, we're dead. So even the most successful people have mentorship. Even the most successful people are still learning. You have to keep your mind open so that you can continue to grow. We can never have too much information. We can never stop growing. We can never think we know it all. That's when we make a mistake because there's always somebody who knows more, can do more. So that's what I just wanted to share with you all. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what levels of success you did or didn't have in your past. You can be successful. It's just about how you apply yourself and what you do with your spare time. Because the thing about financial services and commission-based opportunities in general is that your weaknesses will be exposed. So you can always say, I'm out here busting my tail, doing what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can do. But, it's not uh, showing any, type of positive, impact on my finances or on my status. So if you're one of those people, and I'm talking to myself as well, if you're one of those people like me, uh, there's a hole in your boat somewhere. There's accountability that has to be taken on your part because obviously there's something that's not being done that can get you over to that level of getting where you want to be. And this, like I said, this is me talking to myself. We all want to have that security. That's the main thing that I hear when I talk to people. I don't want something commission based. I want a job because a job is secure. But we all know there's only so much security in the job. With the pandemic, that taught us all a lesson. There was people who were with their companies for the better part of their lives. And when that pandemic dropped in 2020, they got dropped just like everybody else. And I imagine if you would have interviewed any of them prior to the pandemic, they would have said, my company will never fire me. I'm a important part of the puzzle, that keeps my company running. This is something that I want you all to really take heed and hear me out. Businesses are going to run whether you're there or not. If the company was there before you got there, it's going to be there after you're gone. And even if you're with the company as a startup, and you feel like you're a part of the company that they can't lose, there's always somebody who can replace you. That's just a hard fact that we all have to face. So with the company, with the job, there is no security. That's why when you get hired onto a job, most of the time people are looking at you sideways because even though they may feel secure in their position, they don't know if you can potentially replace them. I just want y'all to keep that in mind. A job is is exactly that. It's if you're serving your purpose, you're all good. But once you get those years racked up, somebody young and up and coming comes in, that person can they can take your seat at any moment and the job won't bat an eye. So, if we put all our trust and belief into a job over and over and we continue to get the same results, being laid off, being fired, what makes you think that continuing to chase a job and continuing to chase that secure check is going to change anything? You know, why not, give something else a shot? Why not, you know, try commission? Maybe something commissioned. If you've never tried it and you've just heard bad stories about it, you know, if you're one of those type of people, I just encourage you to give the benefit of the doubt because just because it was a bad story or a bad experience for somebody else doesn't mean that it will be for you as well. In some situations, in some accounts, you have to, you have to try things. You can't go off of public opinion all the time. That's why, like for me, I don't feed off of reviews. If I hear bad reviews, I'm looking for the good reviews as well. But I make the judgment off of what I feel, not off of what I hear as a negative opinion about something. Now, when it comes to merchandise, it's a little different. But when it comes to, job opportunities, business opportunities, I go more so off of the feel and what I perceive it will be, if I apply myself to it. Because, whether you look up a restaurant or, a business that you want to get into, you're always going to hear negative opinions about it. But let me ask you this, if it's your favorite restaurant and they have a chain and you go to one chain that didn't serve you as well as the chains that you went to prior to that, will that stop you from going to all the different chains? It probably won't. So why should a negative opinion from one person or a few people out of thousands change your opinion about a potential business opportunity? You could be missing out on something that can really change your life. So that's why I don't feed off of that. And, I'm not trying to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. That's just my opinion. But getting back to the subject, I don't feel like, anybody should be disqualified for whatever reason uh, to an opportunity. That's why, I'm careful to post in my prospecting posts when I'm looking to recruit. I put underdog in there because I'm an underdog. And the reason why I know that a underdog can flourish on my team is because I can relate to them and I can uh, lead them because I've been through it. I am an underdog as well. So Erskine, that was your community empowerment agent. I hope I didn't ramble on too long, but I thank you for sharing your most important uh, your most important asset with me, which is your time. And I hope everyone has a great and wonderful rest of their day. Bye.